Hello, hello. I am going to make sure that we are up. Before we get started. Oh, I can even see comments. That's a miracle. Hello. Hi. Okay, perfect. We're up. We are going to get started on time so that we respect your time tonight. And we're also going to try and keep this to 30 minutes. So I have a lot to say, but I am going to try and keep it in 30 minutes. Hello, happy Thursday. Hi. Okay, let's get started. My name is Jesi, and I am one of the co-founders of Align, and I am so excited to be here for the first time publicly sharing about what makes Align so special. So I have some notes to make sure that I cover everything, and we are going to get started. I am one of 3 co-founders with Align. You will also meet Maria and Shanae throughout the next couple weeks, and we will be introducing the brand to you. I see so many people I know. So good to see you guys. We have all been in the industry as field leaders, and something really unique and special about Align is that it was created by ambassadors for ambassadors. So essentially, if we were able to grab our business besties, come together and create exactly what we always wanted in a company in this industry, that is Align. On top of that, it is also female founded and like 90% female funded, which is pretty incredible. The majority of our personal investors who have invested into Align and allowed us to still maintain complete ownership of the brand are female, which is incredible. We are privately owned. We are not owned by a big corporation. We don't have a big board of directors. We don't have angel investors giving us millions of dollars. Sometimes that sounds like it would be nice, but what that means is that we have complete control over the brand, and we love that. And as people who have been in the industry and been in field leadership, that was extremely important to us. On top of that, I wanted to tell you a little bit about my personal experience, and as we have more videos in this series and we introduce you to Align, you'll get to hear more about Shanae and Maria's personal experiences in the field as well. So I started in the field in 2008, so it has been almost 15 years in the industry, and I never grew up thinking I want to be a direct seller. Like, I don't know anybody who has that on their vision board or thinks about that when they think about what they want to be when they grow up. But one thing that I did say when I was little all the time is that I wanted to own my own business. And I didn't know what that looked like, but I always had that entrepreneurial spirit. And direct selling and social selling came into my life in a time when I just needed to make a car payment. I needed to make a $240 car payment, and eventually over my time in the industry was able to turn it into a full-time income and participate in leadership, have amazing teams. And I did have 3 different brands that I was a part of, different types of companies. I was with each one of them for a significant amount of time and learned so much and was able to really glean so much from this industry. One thing about me is that I am a student of this industry. I have always been so intrigued and fascinated by the entire industry as a whole, what makes it so unique, the amazing opportunities that it provides, and also really digging into some of the bad, right? Some of the stereotypes and the things that I personally, as a direct seller, as a field leader, did not like about the industry. So being a student of the industry has really just given me the opportunity to watch, observe, and learn from all of my personal experiences. On top of that, tonight we're going to talk about the brand. So we're going to talk about what Align is, what makes it unique and special, and how you can be a part of it. how you can align with us. So Align is a bath, body, and beauty brand. Are we a makeup and cosmetics brand? No. So when we say beauty, we mean naturally based skincare. We mean multi-purpose products, and in the future we will have some really fun stuff like lip glosses and contour sticks and things like that. But we will never have a full-blown makeup and cosmetics line. So our focus is skincare, bath, body. We want our products to be really luxurious and indulgent, but we still want them to be affordable, and we want them to be exciting and attainable for the majority of people. We want them to be appealing to everyone. On top of that, aside from what we sell, I would just say that Align is a brand that was built on better. How can we do this better? So going back to that point of grabbing your business besties and brainstorming about all of your experiences in this industry, how can we take all of the good, leave behind the bad, and create something better for ambassadors? And so on that note, we're going to make sure tonight that we highlight our mission statement, our core values, and we talk through our brand pillars, what makes us unique and special. Look at all these states represented. This is awesome. Okay, so our mission statement is simple. Align exists to bring alignment, inclusion, and abundance to the lives of really good people through really good products. The mission statement says it all. We want to be the brand that brings more inclusion, more diversity, more alignment into your life. We have a visitor. And we're going to do that through really good products with really good people. Our core values, we're going to talk about what these are, and we're going to talk about what they mean to us. So our core values are balance, joy, integrity, inclusion, and alignment. So we're going to talk about balance first. What does balance mean to us? We believe in healing over hustle. We are leaving behind hustle culture. We don't want to create a brand that becomes your whole life. We want to be the brand that enhances the life that you already have. And so we are putting a lot of safeguards in, not only for our field, but also for ourselves, that this does not become an all-encompassing obsession, because that is not balance. And something that we've learned over the past decade plus in this industry is that nothing trumps balance. Work-life, family balance is so incredibly important. And if we prioritize balance, we avoid burnout, and that is extremely important to us as a brand. On top of that, joy. So we believe that the world needs more joy. It's heavy. There's a lot going on out there, and there has been for several years, but Align believes that not only through products, but through people and community and collaboration and shared experiences, that we can bring more joy to the world, not only to our affiliates and our ambassadors, but also to your customers and our communities. Integrity. Oh, such a big one, right? Integrity is hugely important to us, and if I could boil it down, I would just say that to Align, integrity means doing what you say you're going to do. So simple, but so hard sometimes, right? And so that means making the tough long-term decision over the easy short-term decision. That is why integrity is so important to us. On top of that, we have inclusion. So inclusion is a big one for us. Align is specifically created to be a diverse and safe environment. We not only want to enhance the lives of our affiliates and our ambassadors, but we don't want to do harm to the lives of our affiliates and ambassadors. And unfortunately, that does happen in this industry, and we all know it. And so inclusion for us not only means diversity, but it means making sure that everyone feels valued, recognized, and safe here. That this is a place where you can feel safe and comfortable and a part of our team and our family. And finally, alignment. Alignment brings it all together, right? So alignment for us is this: getting to live out our dream of working hand in hand with people that we enjoy, love, and care about to bring something magical into the space and into the world. That is our alignment. And so we are coming from a position where we don't feel needy or desperate that we have to go push this forward and force it to happen, because we truly believe that by just being our authentic selves as humans and as a brand, that the right people will align at the right time. So those are our core values. We love them, we try to live them, and we try to use them to shape the brand and make the decisions that we will make now and in the future of Align. All right, let's move on to our brand pillars. These are what I think makes Align different and unique and really special in this space. So our brand pillars at Align are that we are modern, mid-lux, and minimalist. And we're going to talk about what that means to us. Feel free to comment what it means to you. And at the end, we're going to make sure that if this aligns with you, that we get you in the right spot to stay updated on Align. Okay, modern. What does modern mean in this space? For us, modern in the social selling space means that we needed to approach it differently. We needed to be unique. We needed to let go of some of the things that were not working in the industry and push forward with things that we feel are more innovative and are the way that the entire industry is moving. And because we're a startup brand and because we're brand new, we can create those things right now and move forward already ahead of the curve. So many big companies are moving in this direction, but when you have hundreds of thousands of consultants and hundreds of home office employees, you have to go through a really lengthy and careful change management process to get to the point where Align can just start and go. So when we talk about modern, we consider ourselves a hybrid social selling company. And what that means is that we believe we're combining the best of e-commerce, social selling, affiliate marketing, direct selling, and combining them into something that is not necessarily being done across the industry yet. We want to be the front runners on this. But having been in the field and having been top leaders, it was really important to us that we still make sure that we had a more traditional path where you could recruit and team build and have that community and come to events and have that special experience that if you've had a good experience in social selling, you know is incredible. And so we wanted to have options. We wanted to have different options so that you could pick what aligns best with your life. On top of that, we just wanted to make sure that when we approached modern, that we were prioritizing what was important not only to the brand, but to the longevity of the brand. So we want to create a legacy company that stands the test of time. And in order to do that, we need to be ahead of the curve so we're not playing catch up. So that's what makes Align modern and what's really important to us about that. The next thing that we're going to talk about is Mid-lux. So this is a big one. This does refer not only to our product experience, but also our product pricing and a lot of our brand strategy. So when we talk about Mid-lux, our goal is to meet you and your customers in the middle. Because guess where the majority of the world is? In the middle. Even though the media and social media love to tell us that everybody is at these polar opposite extremes, the reality is the most of us are in the majority. We are in the middle. And so that's part of our brand strategy around Mid-lux. When we talk about Mid-lux, we believe that everyone deserves to indulge in a really luxurious product experience that is special and unique, but they can also afford. We believe that it is more important to have fewer incredible products than to try to be the big box store. And we believe that It's really important that we provide our affiliates and our ambassadors with products that they can not only afford and they feel good about sharing and their customers can afford, but that are helping them make money. So, in order to do that, our strategy is to meet you right in the middle. And what that means is that majority of our product line will be priced between $30 and $50. Now, there's outliers to that, of course. One of the products that we have rolling out in the spring, shortly after our launch, is hand creams. I'm not buying a $30 hand cream. I love a luxurious experience, but I'm not buying a $30 hand cream, and I don't expect you or your customers to either. So that would be an outlier on the lower side. On the flip side, we have some incredible beauty technology tools that we're really excited about, and those will be outside of that $30 to $50 range. We are going to debut a red light wand, which is so amazing. I really am obsessed with it, and I'm not someone who always sticks with using something long term, but it's so good. You're going to want to use it every day. That product's going to retail at $140. So those are our outliers, but the majority of our product line we want to hit between $30 and $50 so that we make sure we're getting those incredible products with that incredible experience that still stays affordable for the majority. Okay, minimalist. This is a big one. I am not the most minimalist in the world. I have a big family. I have a bigger house. I have 5 pets. So I really can't call myself like a true minimalist. But this is a really important part of our brand philosophy. We believe that too many products, too many options, and too many fragrances can be overwhelming, cause confusion, and decision fatigue. And not only for our field and our leaders, but also for our customers. And when customers feel overwhelmed at checkout and they have decision fatigue looking at your website, they abandon cart. And abandoning your cart is the kiss of death in e-commerce. So we really believe that less is more. We really want to make sure that as an ambassador, you can create value for your customers and that you can educate your customers. And the reality is if we have 400 products, there is literally no way that you can educate your customers well on 400 different products. And even if you introduce them and educate them on a product every single day, you're not even going to get through all of them in a year. And the reality is that it takes people 11, 12, 13, 14 times of seeing one thing before their brain even accepts it. And so if you have to get through 400 products 11, 12, 13, or 14 times, it's going to take a decade for you to educate your customer base well. We don't have time for that. We are busy moms and wives and business people too. And so we really believe that less can be more. We want to make sure that our products are incredible, that they're efficacious, meaning that they work, and that they give you that amazing product experience that you're looking for. But that doesn't mean we're going to have 400 of them. So what does that mean? Because we get questions about this because we are launching with 4 products. Are we going to have 4 products forever? No, we have 23 products that are already slated to roll out in our first 5 to 6 months in business. And I can tell you that we already have another 15 to 20 that are under formulation. So we do want to slowly roll out incredible products in multiple brand categories, such as skincare, bath, body, hair, beauty, an intimate line, which is something really unique that we're excited to bring to the industry in a really classy, upscale way. But we're never going to have 50 different options within those brand categories. So our goal is to have 60 to 80 core products that roll out over the course of the next 3 to 5 years. So there's a lot of time that you're going to be introducing new products that is fun and exciting to your customers without ever getting to a point where we have millions of dollars rolled into 400 different products. 400 different products. So We do have lots of things in the works, and it's going to be really fun and exciting, but we really wanted to make sure that we were really thoughtful about curating the right products. So that was really important to us. And another note on minimalism before I move on is on our signature scents. So when I said sometimes too many fragrances can be overwhelming, raise your hand if you've been there. Like, I personally cannot shop at certain stores where there's like 50 different scents. First of all, I walk in and I feel like I have an immediate headache. And second of all, I just like get overwhelmed and I can't make a decision and I just walk out and buy nothing. And so we wanted to make sure that your customers and you had options, like really, really good options, but not too many options. And so where we settled on was our really fun elements line that is air, earth, water, and fire. So a line is going to have 4 signature scents for our elements line. That's going to primarily be bath and body products. A lot of our skincare products are already going to be fragrance-free or formulated as fragrance-free in the future. But for bath and body products, we do feel like scent is such an important part of the product experience. We wanted to make sure that we didn't have too many. We wanted to make sure that when your customer like falls in love with that signature scent, that they could layer it from head to toe. And more importantly, we wanted you to feel confident that when your customers fall in love with a scent, that they consider it their signature scent, that they can come back and get it again and again and again and again. So that you are creating those repeat orders, those loyal customers, and those raving fans. Okay, we've talked about all of our brand values, our mission statement, our brand pillars. The final thing that I want to say about what Align is that Align is a startup brand. We are the epitome of a startup brand. We currently literally have 0 affiliates or ambassadors because you can't join yet. We're still in pre-launch. But I will tell you that we publicly shared Align last Friday, and we already have almost 350 people in our interest group who are already interested in joining Align in the future. So we know that the interest and the momentum and the opportunity is truly there. Being a startup brand, I will say that it is not for the faint of heart. It's not going to be perfect. There's going to be bumps in the road. We're going to mess up and make mistakes. But the one thing that we know is that most people, especially while they're on this call tonight, you will never see a brand this new with this level of opportunity probably again in your lifetime. You have to be in the right place at the right time and know the right people in order to stumble upon these opportunities. And Align is that opportunity. So it's going to be challenging, but we also know that it's going to be a lot of fun and it's going to be an adventure, and we're committed to partnering with you and creating something really incredible at Align. So I knocked it out in 25 minutes, which if you know me is truly a miracle. I'm going to give you a few places to stay in touch. If you are not already subscribed to our email list, make sure that you go to www.alignyourskin.com. It's going to bring you to a page that literally just asks you to insert your email and you will be subscribed. On top of that, make sure that you're following us on all of our social media channels. We are really aggressive and working really hard to be present and forward on social media. So you can find us on Facebook, you found us here, YouTube, TikTok, and Instagram. Everything is at Align Your Skin. It's really easy to find us everywhere. And then on top of that, we do have a no obligation to join. It's just an interest group and an informational group so that you can continue to find out more about Align and truly make the best decision for you and your family. If you align with our brand, you will want to join our group. It is called the Align Launch Team Group. We will make sure that we share that in the comments. Hop in there. We share lots of information, and we will continue to keep you updated and informed all along the way. So thank you guys so much for chatting and commenting and being here with us tonight. Make sure that you share this with someone who you think would align with our brand, and we will see you guys next week to talk about the comp plan, which we call the abundance plan. So we will see you then. Good night.